Okay, so this is going to be one of my first ever landscape videos, and I hope you guys enjoy this, but we're going to go over my whole collection and which part you guys would want the most. Okay, so in the background here, we can see my whole collection here. We're going to go closer in depth, but that is how much I have after about 4 months to 5 months of collecting Lego. Okay, so the first two shelves up, we have sort of the Clone Wars setup. So we have Republic Gunship, Republic Fighter Tank, ATT. I have some cannons behind just to sort of set the scene a little bit, and we have Commander Cody helmet. So this is probably my favorite display I have so far. I think this just really encapsulates the prequels just so well, and I think this might be the best shelf I have. Okay, so next up in the glass case, we have the Hoth attack scene. So we have AT-AT, of course, we have a couple snowtroopers, AT-ST, more snowtroopers down there, and some snow speeders. Then we have Rebel base setup. I kind of want the Hoth UCS set, but I don't know, it's quite expensive, and I don't know if it's that worth it. On this shelf, we just currently have the figures and builds for my Geonosian mock that I'm currently working on. I've currently got 5 more Phase 1 clones coming in, and I've got about 23 battle droids, so it's going to be sort of like a MIDI scale mock. It's not going to be that accurate, but it'll be sort of fun to make. On the next shelf in the glass case, we have Boba Fett's Slave 1, and we have Boba Fett's throne room behind with the scene of him taking it over. I think this is probably like in the top 5 shelves I have so far. I think this really just like the building in the background, I think really just makes the Boba Fett Slave One stand out so much. And this build, I got it for like 50 bucks. I was so happy to get that, man. It is amazing. Next up, we sort of have just some Star Wars memorabilia in the background, and then the Imperial Light Cruiser and TIE Fighter from The Mandalorian. The TIE Fighter's not from The Mandalorian, but the Light Cruiser is, and man, this thing is one of my favorite builds ever. I absolutely love this thing. I love how it looks. I love its scale, and I think it's perfect. And to have the TIE Fighter next to it is just amazing. Next in the glass case, obviously, if you couldn't tell who my favorite character is in Star Wars, we have Anakin Skywalker. This is just an amazing display in my opinion. I've got to fit the Clone Wars Y-Wing Lego set in there somewhere, so I think I'm going to have to get a couple stands, but this is one of my favorite. Obviously, we have down there, we have the Anakin Skywalker in the back there. Pod Racer, Naboo Starfighter, Interceptor, and Starfighter again. This is probably the favorite. Besides the Clone Wars up at the top, this is probably my favorite. And then just below here, we have just sort of some random stuff. We have some brick heads back there. We have Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, and the Battle of Endor set, I think it is, figures. And then we have, obviously, Obi-Wan Kenobi Black Series figure down there. And then Ahsoka and Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighters. I mean, these things are amazing. I think the Ahsoka T6 shuttle is honestly a great scale. I would have liked the Kenobi ship to be a little bit bigger, but I mean, it's pretty good for what it is. But if you're going to buy one, get the older one. Let me know down in the comments which shelf you would pick for your collection.